This is Unink NT software 1.66. In this new software, I have implemented some new features for the beginner to use. This GUI still work, but if you configure and with the proper script, you can have a better user experience. I have added ECM and ECTCM, which is TCU, and EC body. These are the same category that you can find on other EC programming software. Another feature I've added is the connection here. Normally, when you connect here, you see this Unink NT diagram. Now I have added a feature, so if the web page exists, like in this here ECU E38 canvas, if you click this button, it will redirect you to the Unink NT website to have the proper page defined, as well as a YouTube video if it exists. Currently, only a few pages has been created. When I create new videos, and I'm going to add new web pages on the website. Another feature is related to the controls. Currently, a lot of time, people use these buttons as well as they use the command line, but sometimes it's too complicated for beginner to use. So I have added a script that will populate a dialog for you. You need to check this box called auto script. If you do not have this one, then this feature will not work and you have to manually populate the script. Also, my default is I will have the auto save checked, also auto verify checked, and when save the file name, you can select your preferred, do you want to use a tab name or flash name or date. So this is how I did it. In order to configure this target, we can go to the configure here and type E38, and you will see several targets populated. By the way, in the 1.66, I have renamed this called E38 BDM, so people will not confuse with what others. So here I'm talking about BDM, this is master. So when I click here, it will switch to the target for ECU E38 BDM. The folder is default, go to my previous E38 folder, but you can create your own folder here. So now I'm going to call it 1.66. So I have a new folder called 1.66. This is your working folder and your files will be saved and loaded here. The first thing you want to do, if you're not familiar with the target, you can click this button, and first you will see in the software, you will see the diagram for these names and how these pins from the Unink NT. So Unink NT here, and when you flip over here, this is how the pins are defined on the right side. You also need to go to the web page here, and here it will say ECU E38 BDM, and this is MCP 561. It also has 2 MB of external flash. In order to program the master, you need to connect on the bottom side. Okay, this is the slave. We will show this later on. So this is the master, and you need to have a 100 ohm resistor. I use 150 ohm resistor soldered between the two, so you can do the programming. So I already soldered those wires for the power and the resistor and these BDM pin out. It's very sensitive for the ECU to have a proper power. Some 1 amp power supply will not work. I'm using the modified PC power supply. So this is my PC power supply. It has its power switch. And I also purchased this adapter so I can plug in this PC power to here, and then I got negative 12 volt, positive 12 volt, and 5 volt, and 3.3 volt, and the ground. This setup works very well for the ECUs. If you have different power supply, sometimes the programming does not work well. So I will move this out of the way. I'm also using this USB hub. You can use an USB extension, or you can directly connect this one to your laptop or PC. So here I'm connecting to the Ulink NT to the master and click on, and then I can power on my Ulink NT. So now I power on the ECU, and 12 volt is here. I don't know if you can see here. Now I don't know if you see this LED blinking. Okay, this is blinking LED. This is the indication of the activity. You see here when you do the read, sometimes you see fast flashing. If you see this stop blinking for a long time, then this may be something wrong. You need to power cycle the USB. So here are a few options we currently implemented here. You can still exit the script. If you exit, it'll go back to the normal UI, and you can type in the command to populate the controls. The command is the same as this ECU. So this target is called ECU E38 BDM. If you type this one, it will populate this thing. Or if you want, you can power cycle the Ulink NT, because as soon as the Ulink NT is connected, since you auto script, it will automatically populate this diagram. This is a new feature. Okay, now I'm going to click read. So read flash, and this will automatically do the all the read for you. And since I have auto save clicked, so now I save it. And if you have a donor, so you want to clone from another one, then you can use this feature, so called load flash. Load flash is load this one. Since I'm already loaded here, it will not do anything. And the next thing is I want to write to it. So let's say I want to write this one. Instead of go here, this one do a better control it. So I write it, and then I can click this button. It will do the detect and then write the flash. You can see this one is doing the programming. The BDM method is the BDM method for the E38 is only used when you have a bad programming and you need to recover it. Then you need to open the case. We have already implemented a very fully functional clone for the ECU through Canvas, which will be in the next video. So this is a fully reprogrammed for the master. So now I'm going to switch to the slave. So I'm power off here and power off here. So in order to go to the slave, I'm going to go to the configuration. There is no BDM slave for the E38. So let's type a slave. And the slave is called slave 9SC12. And this 12 here, and I want to use the same folder I have used that one. So go here, here, here. Now for the connection, I'm going to click this button and go to this page here again, and you will see the slave here will have the reset pin, background pin, and ground. So I need to unplug it and remove the Ulink NT. There is a ground pin, which here I connect to the ground, and then this pin is the background pin. Is here will be green, and the blue is the reset. So it goes to the IO10 and IO8. Then I plug it in, I power on. So this one has the, let's say I want to read the flash. So I read flash. It will detect the CPU first and then read the whole flash. This is a 32 kilobyte of flash. If you want to clone the ECU, you not only need to clone the master, as well as you need to clone the slave as well. Currently, only you can use BDM to read the slave. So this is done. Let's erase everything so we can program it. So let's erase it. And blank check it. So now it's blank. This is just for demonstration purpose. If you just want to program, you can load this flash the way you want. So load the slave, and then you click the write button, and you write